I'm Ed Janice, Vice President and Managing Director of Nullgrav Corporation. And with me I have Richard Regala, who is our CEO and President. We're going to talk a little bit about what has happened since we did our last video, which is up on our website at nullgrav.com. Dave at Copper Coast Communications came down and he actually, did some of the basic things and found out where we were at with our first prototype, which we call Maggie. We haven't named the second one yet, but prototype 2 is here in front of us. And let's talk a little bit, Rich, about where we've come since the last interview.
Well, we've come a long way. We've built the second prototype,
which is here.
Yes, which incorporates many of the new refinements over the original build. And as you can see, there's 2 modules compared to the 1 module we had in the initial prototype.
Okay, maybe you were going to say that. We were confirming that last time Lake Superior State University did a test and they proved that our prototype sped up when it was put under load. Have you tested this one yet?
Yes, and we've also confirmed that this one, with our own tests only, we've confirmed that this one also does not slow down under load.
So we're not ready for third-party verification at this point?
No, we're waiting to do a lot more refinements and get the efficiency up where we expect it to be before we run through a whole series of tests again at Lake Superior State, hopefully.
Okay, we want to remind people that we're trying to develop an AC generator.
Correct. Opposed to a DC generator, as you would see in most wind generators, this AC generator is producing alternating current as seen in all domestic power in homes and businesses.
I want to make sure everyone knows this is a prototype, so a lot of tweaking, a lot of different what you call refinement variables.
Yes, there's many things that we're working on this prototype. So many different aspects of the machine involves stronger magnets and varying coils and different types of ways to affect the rotation of the machine. And the total picture is an efficiency of what the output of the machine would produce versus the input of, say, an electric motor to spin it.
Are you building with the goal to have this scalable? In other words, this isn't very big.
Correct, yeah. I mean, it can be built any size. It could be built to accommodate a municipality and be powered by a nuclear power or fossil fuel power plant. Or it could be applied to as small as portable generators.
So this one here would be a small home generator that you can maybe run a...
Correct, correct.
Well, we don't know what it'll run yet.
Well, that's correct. The whole purpose of this new prototype is to increase the efficiency and try to better the 90 to 93% state-of-the-art and current-day efficiencies.
There are some generators out there, as you pointed out earlier, that are down to 85% efficient. So anywhere between 85 and
88 to 90%.
Really?
Is pretty much the norm. I mean, the new generators that are on the drawing boards at some of the major generator companies are up around 93% right now.
So you want to be as close to or over that efficiency?
Well, the whole idea of this development is to have an advantage from the fact that it does not slow down under load. So that's the premise of our estimates of efficiency increase over 93%. And we're hoping somewhere in that 93 to 100% range to be able to prove that this generator type is an advantage.
So further testing obviously will happen. Okay, let's talk a little bit about how we've been able to put this all together. This came from a napkin on a piece of paper drawn up, and now we have official drawings. We actually now have a unit that we're looking at. It didn't come free.
No, we've raised significant capital from investors, and that is what we have worked with to build prototype 2.
Now, I should mention too, the investors that have come on, they have paid to be involved with the corporation. Some of them even put letters together, contacted us prior because they wanted to buy one. We have nothing for sale at this point today.
Right. Other than we do have a technology that we're developing and could be licensed to existing companies to produce this type of generator.
How would that work?
Well, the Nullgraph Corporation would license the MagForce generators as a technology.
We should mention that MagForce is now our brand for what we're developing at this point.
That's correct.
This is prototype 2. Is there anything else that we want to mention? I guess we should say we do have prototype 3 behind closed doors.
Yes, we're working on other methods of extracting electricity from magnetism. Magnetism is an incredibly potent source in nature, and we have many things that we're working on to see a new way to produce electricity.
Rich, it's confusing to some people. They can see on the internet. I mean, if you go to YouTube, you can see all kinds of little inventions and different things that are spin and whatnot. What makes our invention different?
Well, this is an electric generator. Some of the other things you're going to see on the internet involving magnetism are new types of magnetic motors that also harness that potent natural force we call magnetism. In the case of a magnetic motor, it will produce a rotating energy just using magnets, not using electricity. And some use just a little bit of electricity. But here, we're trying to use magnetism as a naturally occurring phenomena and just harness it more efficiently. And that's going to end up being less carbon in the atmosphere if it were on a coal-fired power plant.
Okay.
Or more power from a given nuclear reaction if it were a nuclear power plant, or more power from a given gallon of gasoline in a portable generator. So we're trying to get more from magnetism, and the fact that this generator does not slow down under load like all current day generators do means that we may be able to get more electricity from a given amount of magnetism.
Now, it's a process. There's a lot of refinement that needs to happen, and obviously that takes money as well. So as the funds come in from different sources, we'll continue the development and hopefully have a product. Any time frame that you're looking at?
Well, in the next couple of years, we have our development plan involves, the many variables that we're going to be experimenting with to refine this. And as we raise money through the sale of stock, we are going to be continuing this development and bringing it to a finished product line.
We want everyone to know that they can get more information. Obviously, they can give me a call. They can go to our website actually for all the information. That's nullgrav.com, nullgrav.com. And we want to thank, at this point, we want to thank all the people that have actually helped, whether they're investors or people that have put in letters of intent that they want to purchase generators. And we've actually received some help and letters of support from our U.S. congressmen and state representatives.
Right. Well, we've had a lot of help and a lot of interest, and we are just hoping that all that's going to bring us to a point where we can offer this to the people of the world and see a real change in the availability of electricity.
Just to kind of wrap up. Okay, Rich, are you happy with where we're at now? We did the last video with Dave again, and we want to thank Dave. Did a great job, and our videographer as well. When we did that, that was September of '09, September 26th, actually, somewhere in that neighborhood. We're in the middle of January. We've come a long way since that happened.
Well, in 4 or 5 months' time, we've built this new prototype, and we've been able to confirm several things from it. We have now produced 120 volts AC, 60 cycle AC from these 4 circuits on this prototype.
So there's 4 circuits on this one.
Yes. And we have also verified that it also does not slow down under load like our early prototype. We've also been able to show a cause and effect by adding magnetism, in other words, adding stronger magnets positively affects the output that is put out by the 4 circuits. So now we're trying to maximize those various features in order to get the most out of this small machine.
MagForce is our brand. Stick with us through nullgrav.com. Watch the development as we go through, and we appreciate everyone's support. Hopefully we've answered some more of your questions that everyone keeps asking. Thanks a lot, Richard.
Thank you, Ed.
Thanks.